Hi, GenderBlenders. Welcome to week 111. This week's question is, St. Patrick's Day is this Thursday. That would be today. How Irish do you get? Corned beef and cabbage and green beer? Side questions to those who enjoy the green beer. Any change in response or tolerance of alcohol since medical transition? This is Steffi. And even though I'm recording this on the weekend before St. Patrick's Day, today's St. Patrick's Day. Hi everyone, happy St. Patrick's Day to you and all that sort of good stuff. How Irish do you get? I'm not Irish. It's one of those traditional days. It ends up being a multicultural day. So many people who are not Irish end up celebrating St. Patrick's Day. Many Irish end up not celebrating St. Patrick's Day because it's gotten so commercialized. But it's one of those traditional days, I think, that we all, if somebody says, I'm Irish once a year on St. Patrick's Day. So I wear green on St. Patrick's Day. As a tradition. So I wear green. An example of this is how it's crept into society. I think you'll find a preponderance of people wearing green clothes today, or orange if they're anti-St. Patrick's, is higher than normal for any other day of the year, I think. So how Irish am I? My sister married an Irishman, and she carries on the Irish tradition in her family. Even though he's passed on, she still continues it, as I say, since I'm not Irish. Almost by definition, neither is she. I guess that doesn't have to be so. There could be multiple fathers, but in this case, there certainly was not. Our pastor at church is Irish, so church generally has some St. Patrick's Day celebrations, just for the heck of it. There are many Irish celebrations. I think actually I'm recording this Saturday ahead of St. Patrick's Day, and I actually just got back from the eye doctor. Went for my annual checkup that I haven't been for a year and a half. But I was at my checkup, and they had a St. Patrick's Day theme set up there already, interestingly enough. So all the glasses had little shamrocks and stuff around them and things like that. It's kind of interesting. So even though that's Dr. Ansel, and I don't think Ansel has anything to do with Irish. I might be wrong in that, but I don't think so. But anyway, so there's many celebrations. I lived in Chicago for 10 years. Does that count? I think there's a lot of, there certainly was a lot of Irish celebrations at the time. I used to love corned beef, and I still love vegan corned beef. I'm much more of a vegetarian than I used to be, so I don't eat red meat. So since corned beef tends to be red meat, I really don't eat that. I will prepare it because my son likes it. That never stops me. So I've made corned beef and cabbage and boiled potatoes and the whole 9 yards for Irish. I've done that in the past many times. Whether I indeed will on Thursday or not today, I'm not sure. I don't have anything planned at this instant in time. And since my son Steve finally has a job, he doesn't end up getting home until late. And I certainly don't have that much time in the evenings anymore. I've got so many things on my plate. But I love the flavoring of corned beef. So I love vegan corned beef. And it actually, to me, tastes good. I do love cabbage. I eat that in coleslaw. I eat it plain. I eat it pigs in the blanket, so to speak, where pigs don't have to be made out of ground beef. So I love the flavorings of that. Green beer. What's that? You got to remember, I don't really drink. I will very, very occasionally. So I'm really not sure. I really, really am not sure what green beer is. Is that Guinness? I've had Guinness and I like it. But like I say, I really don't drink. Let's see. This is February. I don't know that I've had any. No, it's March. I don't know that I've had any alcohol this year. New Year's Eve, I think I had some. I think it was it. So if Guinness counts, yeah, I like Guinness. Like I say, though, I don't really drink. So it's very, very special or rare occasions of where I will consume alcohol. I'm not sensitive to it. So I can drink a bottle of beer and it doesn't really affect me. Yes, I get a little tipsy, just like anyone does, whether they admit it or not. But no, I don't. I don't like it. I don't really care for it. So the bonus question, has your response or tolerance to alcohol since medical transition? Since I seldom drink, I really can't give a definitive answer on that, but I don't notice any difference. I don't tolerate it any better or any worse than I used to before. I certainly haven't changed. I don't drink more. I don't drink less. So I don't. What I have to report in that context is I really don't see a difference. Conclusions. Many ethnic holidays have crept into our society. St. Patrick's Day certainly is one of them. And I'll bet you many people are wearing green today. That's green. The little shamrock is green. Mr. Potato Head, which is a double jest. Of course, potatoes for Irish stereotype. And he's got his little green cap on for St. Patrick's Day. I unearthed the recording tape. This is, you don't see 7.5-inch tape reels anymore, hardly at all. Notice what was hiding behind there, the Disneyland cup. But you don't see that, but I unearthed some shamrock recording tape. But it's kind of crept into our society. Another thing, and it may be more prevalent out here because of the nature of the beast, but Cinco de Mayo certainly has crept into our society. Sometimes the true Mexicans in the area call it Gringo de Mayo because more non-Mexicans than Mexicans seem to be celebrating it out here than anything else. Halloween is another good example of a holiday I think we all like, and that was a hijacked pagan custom to the best of my knowledge. So that's, nevertheless, it's been hijacked by society and used almost without its religious connotations. So anyway, that's my take on this week. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. And to those who are Irish, happy St. Patrick's Day. To those who aren't Irish, happy St. Patrick's Day. So until next week, this is Steffi saying bye-bye.